I'm here to attest that South Africa was not a better place to live before 1994. I still remember there's an article, it's a letter that was written by S.J. van Graan in 1950, writing a letter to the chairperson of the Board of Trustees of South African National Parks, then was called National Parks Board. And I think it was after when they concluded that really the Maluleke has to be removed from the Pafuri Triangle. And the Pafuri Triangle is located in the northernmost part of Kruger National Park, northernmost part of South Africa, bordering Zimbabwe and Mozambique. And he said, frankly, with the gain that we have today, and that gain was that resolution, the final resolution that come what may, wind or rain, dark or blow, this Maluleke community has to be removed from that piece of land and relocated somewhere because it is a prime land. And I want to say, and that is the reason why I say South Africa was not a good place to live before 1994. But let me also thank and appreciate our government that made it possible that, among others, the Maluleke also regained their rights they lost in 1969. In the whole process of the land claim negotiation, I think we were living with a problem in terms of, wow, what is it that we are going to do with the land after we have, should we be given the land? There were those who were saying, especially the elderly people who were saying, no, we want to go back and live in that area. But young people like ourselves who say, no, we'd rather own that land, that area, but utilizing it for businesses. And on the question of business, we have to choose whether we want to go for agriculture or ecotourism. The only no business that we knew by then was agriculture, among others. So ecotourism was still very new. But because we have been working with the variety of NGOs and stakeholders, of course, which had an influence in terms of the final decision that we have taken, because at the longer run, we decided to retain the conservation status of the area for ecotourism business. So I'm here to attest also that really Maluleke is a better off today because of this ecotourism venture that we have entered with the private sectors. The first one is Pafuri Camp. The second one was, the first one was ecotourism, the second was Pafuri Camp. I'm saying now that Pafuri has suffered the damage because of the flood, and that was with wilderness safaris. But let me also indicate that without that, when you look at these people on the screen, these are there's a leadership of the CPA there. The one with the head, the black head, is Chief Maluleke, and the second one is a chairperson of the Maluleke Communal Property Association. And I'm not scared to say that through this kind of partnership, we saw more than 100 people being employed in that area, coming from Maluleke only. Besides the issue of employment, some of us are the product of this initiative. As you remember, I have to stay for almost 18 years after I passed my matric without going to the doors of the university. And because of this program, today here I am. And I'm saying, and I normally say, you rather not give me money, but don't deny me the knowledge. Because it is the knowledge that will take the Maluleke people to the next 50 years. And it is this knowledge that will enable us to engage constructively with the private sector. One will ask, why is it that the Maluleke didn't have an 100% ownership of that area? When we entered into this kind of initiative, really, we didn't know anything about this ecotourism. So we needed a partner to work with us for that regard. And secondly, we didn't have any capital. But if you can give us a capital today, we can go back and build our own lodge. We own it 100% and we run it. Because of the experience and the knowledge that we have acquired in working with Wilderness Safari, in working with the outpost. Today we are working with Elsmo, of what Peter John has alluded here earlier on. And I'm saying, today, South Africa is a better place to live. And I don't want to be naive to say that everything went well. Not that we are in partnership with the private sector, we're also partnership with government. We are working with South African national parks to manage, to do the conservation management of that area. And I'm happy to say that through the leadership of Dr. Mkhize, who's here, we managed to achieve many programs in that area. And I was telling him earlier on that some of these initiatives are your brainchild. Because he was so passionate before he went to KZN, KwaZulu-Natal, Ezemvelo. He was so passionate with community, and he would like to see community getting involved in the actual conservation management of that area. And I want to say, in conclusion, South Africa is a better place to live. Maluleke are better off today. And I want to attest by saying, we have seen an achievement so far, but our dream is to be on the moon. So that when we fail to be on the moon, at least we shall fall on the stars. We haven't yet achieved our dream, and we're still going there. And we want to see, we would like to see this community having its own establishment, running its own lodge. Not to say we would like to back off our private sector. I think the only mistake that the community can do is to say, you guys must go out. And that will be a mistake.